Authorities in Stockton are continuing to search for the shooter who killed 4 people and left 13 others injured.
2 men at Saturday's birthday party were arrested, but officials say they are not considered suspects in the shooting, but were arrested for parole violations. KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari sat down with one of those men behind bars. Anahita, what did he tell you?
Well, 25-year-old Billy Williams is currently in San Joaquin County Jail. He tells us he doesn't know who the shooter is or why someone would choose to come to a birthday party and shoot at children or other people that were inside. He says that he agreed to speak with us earlier today, so we went to the jail to sit down with him about what happened that night at the party. We do want to warn you, some of these details are hard to hear. Take a look at some of these videos from that night. He says he was there for a birthday party and thought he heard balloons popping, but really they were gunshots. He said his back was turned against the entrance, so he didn't know who was shooting at them. He says he saw one little girl lying on the floor. He also saw Amari after he got shot as well. Williams tells me when police arrived, he says they took a long time to get into the building. He says he was trying to help carry the kids out and help them.
There's a bunch of kids there. I really like everybody else says that they seen something, like they seen something, but really I was already turned around to the kids. So I just heard shots. So I didn't like, I was turned around to the kids. Like I just started to run after all the kids that I seen fall. And I started to carry them, and I noticed that when the police came that they didn't run to the kids. They were like still pointing the guns. And I was like, the kids is dying. And they wouldn't listen.
He says he and Luciano Guerrero are in jail right now because they are on parole and they were here at the scene of the shooting when it happened. He tells us at this point, all he cares about is getting out and seeing his family. Live in Stockton, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
Did he happen to say anything, Anahita, about someone at the party being targeted for that shooting?
We know that a lot of people have been asking this, and I did ask him that question as well. He says he doesn't understand why, if somebody inside was targeted, why somebody would come and shoot at children and innocent people. He says he doesn't understand why that might have happened, but we'll have more of that full conversation with him later tonight.
All right, Anahita, thank you.